Okay, all right. It's a bit sunny and shining in my eyes. So what I want to do is I want to show you guys how to use retractable leashes properly. So that's what I'm going to do. I have David on the line, and as well as I have Sammie as well. So Sammie's right here. I think you guys can see her. Sammie, can you okay, Sammie, you're there somewhere, Sammie? This is Sammie on your wheelchair, see? And then there's David. And I have them both on retractables, as you can see. Wow! Now, Sammie would normally be using this one, and it would be a smaller, oops, it would be a smaller thing to handle. It's easier, blah, blah, blah. So instead, I'm going to put that down here. Get it up there in my little car. And what I'm going to do is I am going to demonstrate how to use 2 retractable leashes at the same time. Not just one, but 2. And there's David, it's almost 200 pounds. And then there's little Sammie. Normally I would just have using this little retractable, and that'd be very easy, and it would be so easy to show off. So using 2 retractable leashes in the same hand at the same time. So I am extremely high functioning. I'm not autistic or anything like that. I just process behavior and physical structures and idealectic extremely efficiently by contextualizing through a process of conscious aspect. So anyhow, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to use retractable leashes properly, 2 at once. Not just 1, but 2. And again, I'm using this bigger one. So one's rated for like 125 pounds, etc. The other one's rated for 100 pounds because I work with extremely dangerous dogs without treats or medication. I'm that proficient. And so I'm going to show you guys how to use a retractable leash properly, and then you'll be able to understand the context. And you see everything else. David, stop, please. So let me just switch the camera around. There we go. Okay, so he's out at the end here because he's trying to draw me in. So here's a retractable. So I'm just going to hold him here like that, and that's it. Just a little bit of a gentle part of it. Sorry, it's hard angle to see. So I'm just doing a little bit there just to keep him within perimeter. Right, so he's in perimeter now. You see the thumb? The other finger is right here for Sammie. So Sammie's behind me here. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk forward, and as you can see, I run the lead line now. So Sammie can still run behind me and run it together. So this way, look at this aspect of this control. They're still in the same place. Right? That's how you use a retractable. What, David, stop, please. David, stop, please. So he's nervous about the car coming by. He's afraid of traffic. So again, I have the ability to hold him within it while still giving Sammie the freedom to move around. So I'm going to take this lead off because it's too heavy for Sammie. So I'm going to put a weight appropriate retractable on. So now I can walk back here. See that? I can walk back here. David doesn't feel as if he has to come with me. So he has independence. And he looks at me and goes, oh, wait, where did you go, Dad? So now cogently, David has come back going, well, what's going on? Why? So he's actually making a conclusion of behavior, conscious process of behavior. He goes, okay, something's going on because you stepped back. So he can tell targeting as well in regards to physics. David, stop, please. David, and that's it. I let go. If he continues, I do a light tap. That is called cogency structures, right? The ability to process in a subroutine aspect where you're training your hand to do something like you see in the mill workers, factory workers who are doing things extremely fast. That's the same aspect that we train ourselves. But in this case, I teach dogs and their humans cogency. So what I'm teaching everyone is how to do something. Okay, wait, Sammie. And see, as I'm still talking, I'm still making a conversation with her at the same time. Sam, just wait, please, Sam. And I'm saying these words, which are simple contextual words that then teach the dog how to comprehend familial structures of words, just like children do. So there she is. And Sammie's going, hi, silly girl. And then there is David. Okay, go, please. Right, so then, yeah, go ahead, Sammie. So Sammie's not usually on lead. That's the thing. So I feel bad. She looks actually miserable. So even as we're walking, I'm just going to hold David back a bit. So there's a dog to the right-hand side that David's a little bit concerned about. And then there's Lincoln in background barking. So you see that? So Sammie stops because she wants to see what happens. I still have the lead this way. So I still have the ability to control him as Sammie gets to stay still. So I'm not moving my whole body all over the place. That allows me to present myself as much more confident. Right? So let me get this camera on my little face here. And there's David. Okay, so that allows me to concentrate on them more so because I'm not having to worry about going back and forth. See, there's Sammie, she's going up independently. There is David, casual. If I want David to come along, I just do that, just a little bit of a tag. That's her, and look at Sammie comes automatically because she understands perimeter that's caused by this, right? So the lead is anywhere from, you know, I think they're 15 feet and 26 feet. This is 26 feet. So I'm actually controlling, usually I'll have 2 or 3 Danes, anywhere from 105 pounds up to 200 pounds, which is David, and working with them simultaneously with the lead. So then there's David and William, barking and barking. Might lose reception because I'm going to probably be out of the Wi-Fi into data transfer. But again, that's it. So there's David again. He has a conversation, basically like listening to non-verbal fluency. So let me just switch this over. Sorry. My hands are too big. There we go. All right. Okay, so there's Sammie. So there's the lead again. So I'm not even doing anything. You see that? I'm doing absolutely nothing. And Sammie is coming along on her own, following casually. So it's as if she's walking off lead, except for a very heavy lead. I'm going to take it off eventually because it's just not nice right now. And she wants me to take it off, but I'm just going to walk a little bit more. And you can see when I'm making referential pronouns and so forth, she understands she. So that's part of cogency for a dog, to understand what is being said to them as you would teach a child. And then there's David. He is, if you see, he's at the end of the lead line, and he cogently, he understands how far he is. And I'm still able to walk with Sammie behind without having to worry about, well, where is she? And she is allowed then to be able to casually hang out and look around and try to chase squirrels. And David is still there. Look at, he's off leash. He's off leash. That's what the mechanical aspect of a retractable are much more superior than to anything else that you'll ever use. Okay, sorry about that. I stepped out of the Wi-Fi area, so I did try to warn everybody. So now you can see this. David is actually behind. Whoops, sorry guys. I forgot I switched it over. David is actually behind. And so he comes running up here to catch up with me. And then Sammie is still walking casually on the side, hanging out, and I will take her off lead in a bit. Okay. So there goes David looking at me, glances over as he speeds up, and as you see, he gets to the end of the lead. What does he do? He moves forward, he catches up to the room. See that? Hi, silly boy. So he looks back. That's an intelligent dog. He is an intelligent dog. David, slow down, please. David, stop, please. David, stop. David, stop. So this is him stopping. It's not passive aggressive. It's a concept of him understanding. Thank you, David. That's a concept of him understanding what the word means. It is not an actual addressment of saying, well, you got to do this. Then it creates a contrived ability for cogency. See, he understands where he is. He pulled back on purpose. I'm going to stop him back. David, wait, please. So now he's moving around. So he has the concept of wait, where he just gets to be casual around. We're just going to keep going on with Sammie. So he's getting a little bit of anxiety. You can see the hack goes up on his back because he's concerned about the dog that is way down in the corner there that barks at him all the time. So you can see, hi David, see how he's come over and to see if there's anything behind us. He's becoming quite paranoid, and he's making Sammie paranoid. David, stop please. So you see the hackles here? He is, David, stop please. So that's all it is. I can walk up to him while he has independence. I'm going to give him a hug, as you guys know. That's what the best part is. And then the hug allows me, as you see, the hug allows me to feel his physical structure, if he's staggered, right? The gait and all that. We can feel his breathing pattern. I can feel the respiratory structure as well, on what part of his body is being tense, because I'm holding his body, and obviously he's almost 200 pounds, so, you know, I mean, look at my head and his. So that's the structure. Oh, okay, David, so he does a yawn for cognitive dissipation. Stop, please, you're okay. You're okay. So this is anxiety-driven behavior. That anxiety is because he's cogently aware of an impending, desperate threat. Hi, David, you're okay. So he pushes against me to have a more physical contact with me. So I'm going to bring this down a bit. There you go. You're okay, David. You're okay. Right, so he stiffens up a bit because he hears the tone. Eventually he'll move his feet once he feels a cogency where he has a bit more control in what he's doing. So we'll watch his feet here. Oh, shoot. Sorry, guys. Okay, I can't really watch his feet, but when that happens, then he's a bit more structured, right? He's thinking about things, so he's got to shift his body because now he becomes more present in his body. So he's getting ready to move. Then he gets more feeling of presence in his body because now he goes, okay, I'm uncomfortable. So he's getting ready. There he goes. So he just moved his feet because I held on to him long enough. I made him feel safe. It's a structure of consciousness, though, right? The dependencies, the intra, and codependencies that exist when it comes to dependencies as a generality. You got your substructures of that dependencies, which make up the dog ego, just like our ego, right? We have dependencies on each other, on ourselves. You're okay, silly. You're okay, silly boy. Hi, silly boy. You're okay. Hi, David. You're okay, silly boy. Hi, silly boy. And I'm holding my body over, and I'm like hurting my back, trying to stay breached over without putting any weight on his back. If I put weight on his back, it will contribute to more dysfunction, more things for him to think about. Hi, silly boy. You're okay. All right, silly boy. Hi, silly boy. So now, wait, David, wait for Sammie. So now Sammie has to have some affection too, right? Because you want to let every dog, hi, silly girl. You're okay. Hi, silly girl. Hi, silly girl. Hi, Sammie. Hi, David. Right, so I'm going to look for David because he's afraid. So he's right beside me, but I do that to let him know that I'm also checking for the scenery to be safe. So he's looking behind him now. David, you're okay. And once I look in the same direction that he is looking, he looks back because we're covering each other. That's a codependent structure. That's an ego-driven behavior of consciousness. So that's why I'm saying those academics at Templeton University, Harvard, they are all wrong. Because not one of them can do what I can do with extremely dangerous dogs, skittish dogs, regular happy puppies, everything. And you see the coordination that I'm doing with 2 leads at the same time? I'm supposed to be scaled close to the 200 IQ range, but I'm kind of like all over the place. I can process structures in real time. There he goes, right? He feels comfortable. Now he moves. He has the lateral ability to walk off when he wants to. And he has the ability to make distance. So that gives the dog much more independence and a greater emotional structure, comprehension on the circumstantial application. Slivers of that experiences become aggregations. And then it becomes a construct of a template of emotive expression that the dog is then able to recall as an experience. Comparatives of what other experiences are create another aggregation and conflation of those ad infinitum as is evolution in that structure by biologically compartmentalizing the false positive, which is the decision and answer between 1 and 0. The incongruency has to be compartmentalized by nature. It cannot be exhausted otherwise. With the digital part of situation like artificial intelligence is mechanically limited, which means it can never actually be artificial intelligent instinct. So that's the structure where I come from, and so people complain and criticize me and all that stuff. And always using retractables. I'm using sometimes 3 retractables with 500 pounds. David, stop, please. Cogency. I don't teach dogs to sit. I don't teach dogs to do performative things. I don't do that stupid pet trick that What About Bunny does that teaches the dog how to press buttons and make a sentence. I confronted her about that on her TikTok. She blocked me and deleted most of my criticisms of her work. The reality is she's got the buttons all mixed up all over the place. So now the dog doesn't even have a performative understanding of the context of the word because it's all over the place and she changes it. It's got different gradients. The recording of her voice is not natural. It is the voice of her human. So now the dog is not even independently able to apply a cogency structure to what she is hearing other than going, well, I'm performative to what my humans are making me do. Nor do they use a natural sound central speaker, nor do they, wait please, nor do they use the same color buttons, either all the same or in gradients of the same within a close framework of cogency structures. And that allows the dog to have a much more discerning perspective and perception of what they're seeing. This is what I'm saying. So the eggheads, I mean, I messaged Temple Grandin and I kind of brought her to task, and she was like, nothing, no response, read it, and then deleted it 2 days later. So the point is, like, okay, there's Temple who says, the animal's brain is like the autistic human being, and that's where she's wrong, and I corrected her on that, because one, she can't do what I can do. I don't use treats or medication. I have cogency structures. There he is. He has the independence to walk around, and he's saying to me, I'm really quite bored. This is like you standing behind your friend going, come on, can we just go, please? That's consciousness. That is alive. This is proof of consciousness. Templeton University's contest is silly. Send this video to them. Send it to them about a guy who is predicting behavior before it happens only because I know my dog's conscious actions. Just like you know when your dog has to go pee or not. You can tell that behavior by their behaviors that you've compared. Hi, silly boy. And there he goes. I didn't have to do anything. Didn't have to touch the lead. I didn't have to do anything. So I'm going to take Sammie off though. Sammie, wait please. And see, she stopped already on her own. She understood what I was saying. Hi, silly girl. Okay, Sammie. Hi, silly girl. You're okay. You're okay. Hi, silly girl. So I'll look around as well while I'm giving her a hug. So then I'm talking in the direction that I'm looking around because of two reasons. One is to allow the dogs to hear that I'm actually making an effort to keep them protected by looking that direction. So what I'm going to do is, well, I'm going to turn my voice down into the ground a little bit. Now you see David, so after I start talking that, see? So I started talking in the direction he is, he looked in my direction. If I turn the other way, right? I'm going to turn the other way and talk in the other direction. He'll start to turn his head the other direction. There you go. Did you see that? Do you see why I threatened Temple Grandin or Graydon or whatever? Do you see why I threatened Dr. Rebecca Ledger? Do you see why I threatened the SPCA? Do you see why I put fear in the academics because a dumb grade 10 dropout has destructured consciousness in reality and just proved it? I just proved it. I proved it 4 years ago with the Loki video. I proved it real time here as well. And I'm explaining it to you guys. It doesn't make me brilliant in the sense of it. People always go, oh, I can't wait to meet you. I can't wait to meet you. And I say, stop that, right? Because we want to have a civility what happens of the mind. But that's the structure that happens. See, he came back here, say, let's get going. Silly girl. So this is, if you want to learn how to truly create an evolutionarily structured, cogent dog, follow me. Watch my YouTube videos. You won't be the person going, oh, what's he doing? Oh, he's saying yes, no, really quickly. Then you go, oh my gosh, he's actually speaking quickly because that's how fast the dog goes. Hi, David. Hi, silly boy. That's how fast the dog is processing things happening. Just like you get angry at your boyfriend, and what happens? What does he do? 5 seconds later, everything's okay. That's a process of an emotional envelope that I'm not going to get into because I'm a guy. And so, here we go, Sammie. She has that lateral movement, and so does David. And I still have these leads because why I keep the lead still on the hand is so that I continue teaching myself what's happening at all times. I'm always constantly learning from my dogs, my beloveds, those that inspire me to do things all the time. So there's Sammie. Hello, silly girl. And then there's David. David, stop, please. Okay, so if he doesn't stop, there's no urgency. I just touch the lead. And I let go of it. If he pulls forward, I'll just press on the lead again. That's it. David, see, he looks at me because I turned my head to the other direction. He's going to look at us. Watch. Okay, within about 7 seconds. Oh, I'm talking about. There you go. What did I say? Within about 7 seconds, he's going to look at us. It's because of the structure behavior. See, he gets going now. Oops. And I don't have to pull the lead. I don't have to do anything. He's 12 feet ahead of me. We walk casually. And the retractables are still being used on an active basis because I'm thinking in my head, okay, what do I have to do just in case? I can't let my guard down. If I let my guard down, I'm no longer a predator myself. Apex predator, human beings. So if I let that go, everything fails. If you ever watch the successful people, watch the predator in their eyes. It's just wicked gorgeous. And I mean that in that structure of thinking, cogency, cognitive processing, fundamentals, and how you contextualize all of that into a more socially unacceptable behavior by being somewhat of a jerk off like me. But David's slow down. So David's getting a little bit more anxious because my tone has changed. As well as we're entering the area where Sammie is getting, Sammie, stop please, stop please. So there again, I didn't have to do anything, and as I came down, Sammie thought we were still moving because my body behavior was changing. David, stop please. I'm going to switch it over to David here. Oops, what I'm doing. Okay, so you can see, you can see David, he's at the end of the lead. The dog is right there on the corner, and who will start barking. So I'm gonna walk, hi Sadie. So I'm gonna walk over to David. Dave, come here, please. David, come here, please. He's nervous, right? He doesn't know, he's trying to feel, see how he's walking sideways? As he's walking, trying within the perimeter of the lead line. So he understands the lead line, so he's nervous now. So I'm gonna hold him here. Right, wait please. And there you go. I'm gonna just settle him down a bit as his feet start to get shaky. You see that? You're okay, David. I got you. You're okay. You're okay. See, he's right up against my foot. When I started changing the way I talk, he got scared and he shifted his tone and let out a breath of air. You can hear that. Play the tape back. Hi, silly boy. Slow down. So when he goes off, you can see he's really concerned. Oh. So we're right here. So there he is. David. 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 Sammie. Sammie. So that's it. See how he's leaning up against me? Sammie. So there we go. I don't know. Oh, so her dog is reactive. See that? So I'm just gonna keep him here. That's it with the lead. I can stop him immediately. So that dog is now looking to David, running away. But David's not looking at that. David, you're okay. He pushes into me, see? So then stop, David's on. He gets concerned, so I'm going to settle him down. You're okay, David. I got you. See his shakiness in his paws? Psychosomatic expressions of an inability to process an unfamiliar emotional experience. You're okay, David. Back paw, he just moved against mine. You're okay, David. So I may have to hold on to him. So wait please, wait please, wait please, wait please, wait please. So I'm just gonna stop him for a second. Wait please, wait please, wait please. Let me switch it over. Wait please. Oops, sorry guys. David, stop. Right. Sorry. Make everybody dizzy. Okay. David. Okay, so he looks at me for a hug, so I'm just giving him a bit of a hug. You're okay. So, can you watch this? You're okay, David. You're okay. You're okay. Wait, David. Stop, please. You're okay, David. So if I'm going to have to hold on to him, then I'm going to hold on to him and walk him at the speed. Let me see if I can switch this around. Stop, please. David, stop. Can I just give him a hug? I'm going to just give him a hug right now. Okay, I'm going to try and get this thing outstretched here. You're okay, David. David, you're okay. You're okay. David, you're okay. You're okay. You're okay. David, you're okay. You're okay. He got scared when I was about to let him go just now. He's so big he doesn't fit in the screen. You're okay. I got you, silly boy. All right. I got you. There you go. You're okay. Hi, silly boy. All right, let's go. David. So I'm gonna try to get him out this way. David. So he's pulling a bit, so I'm just gonna hold on to him. Right, so he's not gonna be happy. So I'm just gonna walk him slowly. David, and he gets a little bit fast. You're okay, silly boy. You're okay, I got you. I got you. So I'm gonna just give him a reset. You're okay, David. I got you, silly boy. You're okay. Cognitive dissipation with the tongue behavior. You're okay. See his paw is getting really nervous. You're okay, David. He's pushing against me. Hi, silly boy. Hi, silly boy. You're okay, David. Good boy. Hi, silly boy. You're okay, silly boy. So he says, I want to go. Wait, please. Wait, please. Wait, please. So I'm just holding him back. Hey, slow down, please. Right, so he's pulling. Go, David. Right, so he's pulling on the lead. David. Okay, David, stop. Right, so I'm just pulling back. David. Stop. Stop, David. Stop, seriously. Stop, okay? No, I got you. So I'm just gonna hold him here. Dave, there's another dog. You're okay. okay. You're okay, David. Hi, silly boy. Hello, silly boy. Shifting on the front right paw and the back right paw. You're okay. Hi, silly boy. Okay, wait, please. Wait, please. Thank you. Hi, silly boy. Thank you, David. Right, so David, slow down, please. Slow down. David. Seriously, not funny. Okay? Wait, please. Don't have too much security. Okay, slow down. Slow down, David. Right, so we're gonna hold him here. So it's in their different psychology now. David, stop. You're okay. David, you're okay. This is not done on purpose. This has to be done. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. I got you. You're okay. It has to be done. I don't have a choice. You're okay. David! You're okay. You're okay. I got you. You're okay. So he's 200 pounds. Thank you. Okay. No, David. David. Thank you. David. 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 Let's go. Thank you, silly boy. Go, silly boy. Go, silly boy. Stop, please. Cogency structure. Stop, please. David. Stop. This is the fidgeting behavior. Dogs do that. Stop, please. Give me a hug. So we see that again. Life is dynamic. It changes all the time. Your dog is processing things extremely quickly. Hi, silly boy. He needed to be reassured. And as David showed me what he needed in regards to his nonverbal fluency, I read it right exactly, accurate. He has not seen that dog in over a month. And then there was another dog. You're okay, silly boy. I'm gonna redo a hug, a reset with him after I let him go again. Hi, silly boy. All right, so we have him here. David, stop, please. See how he sped up? That's why he needed one already. I knew it was going to happen because of the psychological process of how consciousness structures fight or flight. I told you, the eggheads at Templeton don't know what the heck they're talking about. They've gone down the wrong behavioral path. I've just disproved every single concept of behaviorism. Stop, please. Context. There you go. There we go. Hi, Sammie girl. David, stop, please. See? And the retractable allows that. Hi, silly girl. The dog is behind us. Okay, let's go, silly. And then I'm going to switch it over. And there's David. The dog is back there. Hi, silly boy. And then there's Sammie. Hi, silly girl. David, over here, please. Go, right? So I'm going to follow him over to get him to follow us. See, he's nervous again because he smells a prey. Stop, please. Stop, please. Give me a hug. So we see the foot, sorry, you can see the feet, the paws moving is right against mine on purpose. See, they're exactly even. My foot's turned, obviously. This is how it is. So that done means that he has a cogent belief of what's going on. Hi, silly boy. You're okay, David. Good boy, silly boy. Hi, silly boy. Hi, silly boy. You're okay. Hi, silly boy. There we go. And he just calms down again. Because the dogs want to feel safe. David. So I'm going to switch this back to me. I'm going to give Sammie a hug because she gets one. So Sammie comes in. Sorry. I'm just using the selfie stick. So, hi, silly girl. Hi, Sammie. And David's coming back. Because he knows, sorry if you can see that, he's coming back, you can see the area. And he's, hi, silly girl. And he's kicking into the ground digging up his paws. That's another fidgeting behavior. Stop, please. It's a cogency process, and the dog's not able to exhaust the behavior. You have a dysfunction. Hi, silly boy. Tell me where, anybody watching this, tell me where I'm wrong. This is why I have no time for dumb people who criticize me and say stuff. I'm trying to help dogs, and they don't even have the decency to want to find out how. And I've just proven to you not just the predictability of consciousness, the structure of that template, and I proved it several times. It doesn't cost you anything. What do you have to do? You have to pay for a huge course? I've been offered in the 8 figures, and I was like, no, because I want to be able to do stuff where it's not going to be commercialized. See what I can do with the retractables? I'm doing everything at the same time. You see me pulling back from a dog who's 200 pounds that is digging in, generating almost 3 times his weight as he's trying to get to the other dog. And I'm still holding the lead, and I'm still holding this little selfie stick. It's not complicated, is all I'm saying. Is just let your dog understand that you can protect them. How do you do that? You give them a hug. Your dog sees you taking care of them as their parent. Cross-species cohabitation, right? The domestication of the dog is only purely a anecdotal genus structure, not a deliberate cohabitative structure that's been domesticated by humans. My gosh, how arrogant. You take a domesticated dog that's intact, abandon them in the wild, and let them breed with another domesticated formerly dog. In 3 generations, they have lost all that domestication trait, not genealogy. That's why the scientists don't have an idea when they say that, oh, we forced it, we created the dog to be domesticated. Holy cow, you can take a wild feral dog, bring them to your home, and domesticate them. A dog like David. David, stop please. He's getting concerned, so he wants a hug again. So we're gonna give that to him. See his foot structure? See, he did it on purpose because he knew I was gonna do it, so he wanted more attention because he knew I was gonna do it right away. Hi, silly boy. You're okay. Thank you. And that's what he wanted, was a hug. Come on, Sammie. Thank you, David. So that's just really understanding that your dog is your child. It's not a domestication. You can take that wild feral dog, like a Formosan mountain dog. Everyone who knows that, Sammie is one. You know that they're wild dogs. They're pretty. They've become their own breed by autonomous acclimation. In other words, they're on an island and there's no other dogs, so they became the breed as through their mixed breeding became homogenized. But you can take one of those dogs who live in the wild, because there's almost 2 million stray dogs in Taiwan. There are shelters out there that have upwards of 10,000 dogs in them. Anyone in the meat dog trade knows that too. So you can take that wild dog, domesticate them. You can bring them to your home and they will become happy, friendly dogs. People do that with wolves, right? So that's why when your dog wants to feel safe, it's because they have looked up to us to take care of them all the time. There's Dave right here. He's getting nervous. Sammie's getting to the end of the rope. Let's go to the shade, Sammie. Come, Sammie. So David's coming over here. Whoops. Okay. Wait, David. Hi, Sammie. Hi, silly girl. Hi, silly girl. See the licking, right? The tongue, all that. Those are cognitive dissipations. Those are cogency structures that Sammie's, hi, silly girl, that Sammie is processing. She's exhausting it. Hi, David. David, you want a hug? Okay, stop, please. So that was him, as you can see. See how he paused again? If you can see it. Oh, you can't. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, gosh. I'm such a bonehead. Hi, silly boy. Right? You're okay. Because he's still traumatized. He's still traumatized. You're okay. You see how your dog reacts after they're like been in a threatened mode, right? When something has actually happened. Come on, Sammie. Sammie's, hi, silly girl. Okay, Sammie, let's go, guys. So you see how they behave. What's happening is because there's such a minor amount just to the 2 dogs. So there's no, to them, there's not really Chronological seniority being applied in regards to hugs and structures. Sammie, let's go, please. We're gonna get into the shade, Sammie. She hasn't been out here in a while. Sammie, let's go. There's a chair down here. I'll show you guys. Down in the distance by a telephone pole that has been dumped there. You can't see it, probably not. But it's right by the left of the telephone pole. It's the same color as the telephone pole. And so Sammie's afraid of it. Sammie, let's go, please. Okay, so we're gonna go into the shade. Sammie. So you can take that wild dog and domesticate them only because they have the emotional desire to do so. If the dog does not have the emotional desire, if no one has the emotional desire to do anything, sorry, if the dog, I'm getting, it's a bit hot here today. If the dog doesn't have an ability to express the emotional issues, something happens, they become dysfunctional. A dog that gets attacked will suffer trauma severely, even if it doesn't look like that they're suffering trauma. David's getting nervous here because we've gone to a dark area and there's that couch. David, you're okay. You can see the couch there by the driveway, and again, just by the lead. Hi, Sammie. So we're gonna let him, I'm gonna let him look at it. So you see that every single scene is an entirely different dog training session. Hi, silly girl. I keep Sammie in mode. All that. Oh, the dog's down there. Oh, great. David sees the dog. That's why. David, stop, please. David. Hi, silly boy. Sammie. I'm gonna let Sammie cool down a bit. David. See, he sees that dog that was down there before. David. David. Change the tone. Not doing anything. David, come, please. So it's not a proper term, right? Because he doesn't understand. Because David, come here is a performative thing. David. 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 Hi, silly boy. David. David. Let's go, David. David, let's go. See his ear? He's not ignoring. He's paying attention. David, thank you. Come here, please. So then he's doing passive aggressive, right? He's going, well, I was going to come anyways. Thank you, David. So when he comes back here, I'm going to give him affection. Stop, please. And he turned around on purpose because he thought he was in trouble. So his paw positions. Okay, so that's my foot straight. It's almost perfect. Hi, silly boy. Right, that's a conscious structure, a template. You're okay. And he's looking for the dog down there. Okay, sorry. You're okay. Hi, silly boy. Okay, let's go. Go left. David, go left. Let's go, please. Thank you, David. Go straight, please. Thank you, David. Thank you, silly boy. Go, Sammie. Hi, silly girl. So he's still there. Okay, let's go. Let's go home, please. We change the tone again. Let's go, please. David. Hi, silly boy. And I don't run. I just stand here. Let's go, silly. David. Let's go, please. The tone of voice. Right? I'm exhausted from holding him back at the corner there still. My legs are still shaking. But I'm faking it as much as I can. It's like running a marathon. Sammie, let's go, please. Car's coming. See, Sammie's afraid of cars. So, when see, David's afraid of cars too. You see that? He runs off the street. David, stop. Okay, stop, please. Sammie, come. So as the car comes over here. Oh, car. Oh, good, the car's turning. We're lucky. So Sammie got scared. Hi, silly girl. And David got scared. Hi, silly boy. I'm just touching him. That's it, okay. Let's go, silly boy. David. He wants to hug, right? Watch. I'll give him a hug. You're okay, silly boy. I got you. See his paw position? Is staggered. You're okay, David. I got you, silly boy. Okay. Let's go, please. David, let's go. David, let's go, please. Oh, it's... Okay, thanks. Okay. Yeah, we've tried to slow down. We just tried to slow down, so... Oh, thank you. Yeah, but I mean, it's yeah. Thank you. Hi, silly boy. Save it. Not funny. So he's just, stop, not funny. See his back, his leg? See his leg shaking? You're okay. You're okay. He's leaning very heavily into me. Hi, silly boy. Hi, silly boy. You're okay, David. See the shaking? Psychosomatic. I put my other leg into him to keep more weight on him, so he can rest on me more. You're okay. Hi, silly boy. So he's gonna pull away again. All right, so we're gonna calm down that behavior. Stop, please. Stop, please. So I'm just gonna get on the other side of him. Stop, please. Wait. 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 Thank you, David. So he's right here. So I just switch this around. I know it gets kind of boring. So you set behavior on him as well, right? So he's trying to not be afraid. But his only behavior is, well, if you're not going to protect me, then I am going to go and protect us together. For us. You're a silly boy. Hi, silly boy. Okay. Sam. David, slow down, please. So same thing there with the lead. That would pull someone off their feet, because the slack would have went through your hands extremely quickly, rope burn, and then the slack would have picked up really quickly, and then you would have had an issue of flying and being dragged. So David's there. Come on, Sam. Sammie. Oh, you want to go home? Okay. We're going to just walk up to the area, obviously. Hi, silly boy. David. So he gets frantic there because he thought the dog was hiding behind the side here. You saw that behavior? That's a cogency structure. He got there, field of vision, processed what he saw, and then he cognitively concluded, oh, there's going to be a threat behind it. Okay, please. So foot position again is totally staggered. See that? This is relative. Totally staggered. You're okay. Hi, silly boy. So I'm just going to turn my foot this way because I have to get a better grip on him. Hi, silly boy. Let me just see here because it's hard to do while I'm holding this thing. You're okay. Hi, silly boy. Hi, David. You're okay. So he's just swallowing now. Hi, silly boy. You're okay. You're okay. David, you're okay. David, you're okay. Hi, silly boy. Hi, silly boy. You're okay. You're okay, David. Right, just helping him relax. Hi, silly boy. There he goes. Codependent behavior on top of my foot. Cogency structure, codependency, interdependency, higher aspects of cogency in regards to constructing templates of trust. Conscious behavior, destructure just there. Hi, silly boy. He came to it himself. He came to the conclusion himself. Hi, silly boy. Hello. More trust. He's now in a compromised physical position. And that was done by himself. So he's forced himself to trust me more. Hi, silly boy. There you go, silly boy. Wait for Sammie. See here? See, he's looking at the area? Right there is where the dog was. David, slow down, please. David, how about Sammie? How about Sammie? Hi, silly girl. Hi, silly boy. Hi, Sammie. Hi, silly girl. Okay, we're gonna, let's go. So then also, you know, if you are appreciating what I'm doing, please share my work. You know, it's a university course happening right now every single time with real practicum that I have no control over, as you saw. So I'm making adjustments and I'm reading David's behavior in real time at less than half of 1/10 of a second in real time. I'm constructing and I'm conflating, I'm inputting all that information that's happening at once. And I'm coming out to an accurate understanding of what each dog is doing and the other dogs are doing. We are predators. We are predators. Oprah Winfrey, we are predators. I had somebody who is a well-established social branding individual. Social espionage is her website. She's worked with Oprah Winfrey, Ryan Seacrest, SCOTUS, Supreme Court of Canada. I'm going to just walk. Sammie, So there's a car coming here. Hi, silly girl. So I'm going to walk over to Sammie. David's scared. See how he's going to put himself into the ditch? He's scared. That comes from being a puppy. David, come here, please. So I'm going to bring him up here quickly. Right? Hi, silly boy. You're okay. As the car goes by, you're okay. You're okay. The idiot. Hi, silly boy. So that was it. And then watch what happens with David as he starts to walk out. See, he's waiting. Once the car disappears, there he goes. He's getting ready. Hi, silly boy. What does he do? He waits to see whether or not I need to touch him. If I do, he'll walk off after this. Hi, silly boy. You're okay. Hi, silly boy. Okay, just a second. Hi, Sammie. Hi, silly girl. You're okay. So he starts to portray off. So I'm going to say, Dave, no sitting. No sitting. No sitting, please. Up, please. Never, ever, ever. Never, ever, never, ever let your dog sit. When there's a dysfunction, they shut down. They shut down on purpose because they can't control the emotions. It's like, you see how he's really nervous now? He's trying to pull back. He's pulling back on me now. See how, like that? See that? So he's not able to process this. It's an extreme issue because he went to sit down to try to process what he normally would do when he's afraid of traffic, which means that he was forced that way. He was put into a subjective position that he couldn't control himself. Like an oppressor, which is an alpha behavior. Hi, Sammie. Okay, let's go, silly boys, girls. And then remember earlier too, when I asked David to go L-E-F-T, he went L-E-F-T because he understands the context of the word. Because again, I teach the dogs to be cogently intelligent. They have an emotional processing that's rudimentary, a logic structure that is quite finite in its ability to execute rights and wrongs. And the emotions are that biological compartmentalization, people. All of it is proven. Real time, no treats, no medication, no prong collar, no anything. And we're gonna walk back to that dog over there, and there's a freaking huge eagle. Holy crowd. I swore too much last time. I think I swore enough for 5 lifetimes. It's so frustrating to see such ineptitude with PhDs. The comprehension isn't there because they're only academic. Academia is always lineal. Sam, let's go please. So Sammie actually stopped. See how she stops here? She stopped here where the sun is over there. Do you see that? She doesn't want to be in the sun. And she doesn't want to be there because of David's freaking out at that other dog. Hi, silly girl. Let's go, silly. David. David. Hi, silly boy. Come, please. Then it had to be that point because he was waiting for it. And he comes back to me. Give me a hug. Hi, silly boy. See his foot, paw position? Hi, silly boy. Hi, silly boy. See how he's shaking? It's another cogency structure because we're getting near the danger zone. Hi, silly boy. Okay, let's go, guys. We're getting near the danger zone, so David has to. So I'm going to just switch the camera around as we go towards the area. Hi, silly boy. He's getting concerned because he's feeling anxiety. That's why he's eating the grass. David, let's go, please. See how quickly he moves? Because he wasn't trying to self-soothe. David, come, please. Give me a hug. David, give me a hug. David. All right, so he's doing this on purpose now. So I'm just going to give it a gentle. Dave, come, please. See how easy that was? Because he actually did want to. Stop, please. Right? That's that she doth protest much. Paw position. Hi, silly boy. Hi, silly boy. Right? See in relation to my foot? In his back paw as well. Oops. And his back paw as well is. Oh, you're okay, silly boy. It's staggered considerably. Hi, silly boy. Sammie. Okay, let's go, Sam. I don't want you to burn up. Okay, let's go, silly girl. So David again is reluctant. Let's go, please. Okay, so he's doing this on purpose. He wants me to put more drag, more tension on the line. See how he came so close already on his own? And then he does that to see whether or not I'm going to keep him close to me. See, he's being introverted. David, you're okay. Thank you, silly boy. We do that part. This is going to take Sammie's lead, put in my pocket, just so I can hold this camera as well a bit better. So now he's hiding as much as he can, just like the car. right? When he sees something as a threat or velocity targeting is imbalanced in his behavior or his ability to process the velocity targeting because of emotional distress, right? Dysfunction. Hi, Sammie. Then he creates hiding issues of, you know, running away. David, give me a hug. I'm going to go to him on purpose. See how it staggers behavior again? Same paw positions as the last time. On purpose. Hi, silly boy. I'm going to lift him up because he wants me to do that. There he goes. And then on the back foot himself, as I put him down, he moved his back foot on purpose to be evened. Hi, silly boy. There we go. And he's very casual. Come on, Sam. I know Sammie. Hi, Sam. Okay, let me walk on this side, Sammie. Okay, go, Sam. Go, Sammie. Good girl, Sam. There's David. Go, Sammie. You're okay. So, you're okay, Sammie. She wants a hug. Hi, Sammie girl. Okay, let's go, silly girl. So I'm always talking to her. I'm always making my comments directional to each dog, so then they understand that they have an emotional enfranchisement with me. The codependency is that structure. The healthy aspect of application is, oh my gosh, I can rely on you. That comes to the part of what do I do with what I don't know what to do. I can trust you now. Slow down, please, as he starts to leap up a bit on his back end. Sammie, let's go, please. Thank you, David. The acknowledgement is different, but it is finishing the loop of conscious thinking. You ask someone to do something, you have to complete the loop and make an acknowledgement to them for two reasons, so that they understand that the task that you've asked them has been completed fully to your satisfaction, and at the same time that you understand as well that they've completed the task that you've asked them. So you need to also make an acknowledgement, and that is a codependent behavior. If you look at the societal structure, truly at the regional, truly at the compartmentalization of that process of it, as opposed to looking at it as a global application of emotions. Hi, David. Hi, silly boy. You're okay. So he's eating grass again, and he's easily coming by with me. So then the dog's gonna be out there. He's getting nervous. He looked at me. Stop, please. You're okay, David. I got you. You're okay. It's a paw position move just now. You're okay. Nice, silly boy. Hi, silly boy. You're okay. You're okay, silly boy. Hello, silly boy. You're okay. Hi, silly boy. Sammie, what about Sammie? Go for Sam, please. So I'm going to do that on purpose as an excuse to pull him back so he doesn't wander out that way and get more anxious. That's playing it by ear, because last time I didn't do that. Hi, silly girl. I let him go. He's facing the other way. Stop, please. I'm going to give him a hug. He knew I was coming to him, and he purposely waited till I bumped into him. You're okay. Hi, silly boy. Okay, let's go. Hello, silly David. Hello, silly boy. Slow down, please. Come on, Sammie. Hi, silly boy. So I'm going to purposely walk into the area here. Slow down, David. Thank you, silly boy. Hi, silly boy. Hi, silly boy. So he's going to look at me for help. Slow down, please. Just wait. There he is on sideways. Stop, please. Stop, please. His paw position on purpose. He knew I was coming up to him. He knew I was coming up to him. You're okay. He just moved his paw. You're okay. He moved his paw. See that? Was even before? Hi, silly boy. Hi, silly boy. Hi, silly boy. You're okay. Hi, silly boy. Hi, silly boy. Hi, silly boy. Sammie, let's go. David, slow down. Wait for Sammie. Slow down. Wait for Sammie, please. Hi, Sammie. David, slow down. You're okay, David. So he wants me to hug him again. Okay? You're okay. I got you, silly boy. I got you, silly boy. You're okay. I got you, silly boy. Oh, good burp. You're okay. You're okay. Hi, silly boy. Go, Sammie. Hi, silly boy. Hi, silly boy. So he stepped on my foot when he walked. Slow down, because the dog's gone to another area. So in David's mind, he thinks that the dog has come around to get him in a different angle. Sam, let's go, please. David. David. So he's on my other side on purpose. This is an overt expression of, can you please give me a hug? You're okay. He's very, right, just wait. You're okay, David. Now he sees a dog back here again. You're okay, David. I got you. You're okay, silly boy. I'm holding him by the jaw. You're okay, David. Hi, silly boy. Hi, silly boy. I have his whole head in my hands now, and he's resting fully on it. See that movement? On my foot. Codependent structure. Hi, silly boy. You're okay. Come on, Sam. David, slow down, please. David, slow down. David, slow down, please. David, slow down. Now he's nervous. See? Stop. Stop, David. You're okay, David. Paw position. Perfect. You right? See that? You're okay. Dog is right there. Hi, silly girl. Hi, silly David. Hi, silly boy. So he's putting his head against mine, so I'm going to give him a hand hug. A hand around his head hug. Hi, silly boy. Hi, silly boy. You're okay. Here you go, silly boy. Wait, David. Let's go, Sammie. Let's go, Sam. You're okay, David. You're okay, David. Right? So you want me to pull him back? Give me a hug. See how I came back? Stop, please. You're okay. Paw position just moved just now. He's breathing. There he is. Cogency structures. Right? Those templates. He's staggering himself on purpose. So his body's actually extended further than normal. Hi, silly boy. Hi, silly boy. I picked him up. Right? You're okay. Dog is right there. Go, Sammie. Hi, David. Hi, David. 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 Stop, please. Stop. Stop. See how easily he let me pull him back in? Psychology, right? You're okay, David. You're okay. Dog is right there. You're okay. Silly boy. You're okay. You're okay, David. Silly boy. Silly boy. You're okay. Okay, let's go. No, David. So I'm going to just go. Okay, stop. You want me to go? See how you let me stop and pull him back? You're okay, David. You're okay. Sammie. Hi, Sammie. So I'm just walking him. See how he's letting me walk him? Hi, David. That's it. Right? Stop, please. And I'm using a retractable the whole time. Stop, please. See how he doesn't move anywhere? My hand's like that. There's nowhere on it. Cogency structures, right? The templates, emotive aspects. Hi, silly boy. Good boy. Okay, let's go, silly. Come on, Sammie. Hi, silly girl. Hey, look at him. Dog's barking. Dog, you're okay, David. Let's go. Thank you, silly boy. Go straight. Hi, silly boy. Hug time. Okay, give me a hug. Paw position. Almost perfect. Cogency structure. Construct of conclusion. So the fantastical has been disproven. He now creates a circumstantial based on truth. Hi, silly boy. Oh, Sammie. Hi, silly girl. Because I can't do that when I'm dealing with David. If I do the interruption, he's going to wild out of my hands. Hi, silly girl. There's David. Let's go, silly boy. He wants a touch. Come, silly. So now he has, see how he comes towards me? Hi, silly boy. Hi. Okay, you want to hug? Please. Just have to make sure it doesn't become an epidemic of hugs. You're okay. Hi, silly boy. Let's go. So, I don't know if anyone's actually watching this now. It says nobody's watching, or one person's watching. David. David. Oh, he thought it was a dog. He thought it was a dog coming at him. It's been a barky day. Huh? Sorry? Oh no, it's been a barky day for him. Yeah. Come on, Sammie. He doesn't see the dog behind him. There's a dog coming up there, he doesn't see him. Well, he does, but hi, David, you're okay. You're okay. Hi, silly boy. So you're okay, silly boy. He wants a hug, he slowed down. So Give me a hug. You're okay. Hi, silly boy. See how he's played? He's all the way back from where he should be, about 4 inches forward. He just moved his front paw again. Hi, silly boy. Let's go, Sammie. David, go left. Go left. Go left. Thank you. Cogency structure, right? Comparative construct, contextual comprehension of behavior. Sammie, let's go, please. Sammie. So I'm going to use the same tone on purpose. Hi, silly boy. Sammie's okay. So I'm going to get him to grow up a little bit, because now we're getting back home. So then I reduce the amount of affection I give him and safety as we get closer, so then he has more independence outside of his home range. Sammie. Bye, Sammie. You're going to miss dinner, Sammie. Sammie likes that dog over there. Probably reminds her of Nero. Sammie, let's go, please. So she's not coming out here. Sammie. Just a second, I'll let her do that. Sammie, let's go. Thank you, Sammie. Thank you. So I'm going to stand here, because that way she won't feel like she's in an urgency to come here. So that way she won't feel as if she's getting left behind. There's a car coming. Sammie, let's go, car coming. So we're gonna walk up over to the car. David's afraid of the car. He's come up behind me and wrapped around. All right, so we're gonna just do that part. Sammie, let's go. Hi, Sam. Okay, hi, Sammie. So we're just gonna hold on to her. You're okay. So Sammie's afraid of cars, as we know. I see how she's watching the car, and she'll look behind her. There she is. See, there she is. Hi, you're okay, Sammie. Hi, silly boy. Oh, there's beautiful butterflies. Oh. All right, silly boy. Okay, you want your hug? All right, stop, please. See his paw position? He repositioned himself again. Oops. Oh, darn, he knocked it. That was my fault. All right, you're okay, silly boy. Okay, let's go home, silly. Yes, Sammie. So I'm going to give David again less attention, just things like that. Because behavior is dynamic. Shifting happens. You're okay, David. He's looking to see if the dog is behind him. So I'm going to look behind me. I'm talking behind me. Right? So he's looking behind me because I'm still keeping my head behind me for an extended period of time. Now, if I turn my head and say a couple of words, he won't look back. Hi, David. He's waiting for me. You see that? So I'm already sensing his behavior as I'm trying to talk to you guys. I'm slowing myself down. You're okay, David. Thank you, silly boy. And then I'll have to just do maintenance. You're okay, David. And then turn my head forward again. You're okay, silly boy. Hi, silly boy. Come on, Sammie. So I stopped to look, checking on Sammie. So he checks in, well, why did I stop walking? Because again, he has the cogency of the lead, gives him 26 feet of movement. So there's no other reason than he's aware on a ego-driven behavior centric to the dependencies that innately exist in all of us. Does this make sense to people? Should I keep doing this? I don't know. Doesn't seem like, let me just see. Okay, whatever. All right. But this is how straightforward it is when you do with coaching. Hi, David. You're okay. Hi, silly boy. So he wants a hug. Stop, please. Stop. Give me a hug, silly boy. Hello, silly boy. Hi, silly boy. You're okay. So he swallowed, and he also, not swallowed, I mean, he licked and then swallowed internally. Hi, silly boy. Hi, silly boy. Then Sammie's turn. And then, hi, silly boy. Hi, Sammie. Hi, silly girl. Let's go, Sammie. And of course, the dogs understand the concept of time as well. Sammie knows that she's not getting as much attention as David's getting. She can see the duration because the tension, so to speak, the emotive structure of unfamiliarity, of impatience occurs. So she gets more like, okay, how do I get rid of that feeling? Because when I get to the anxiety level, that, 10 out of 10, not this red zone silly stuff. That's stupid. If you say red zone, that means there's nowhere that your dog can go anymore. Because then if you go red zone, oh, I'll come back to the yellow zone. Yeah, I'm going to switch it over here. So if you say, oh, my dog's at the red zone, and I'm going to get him back, I'm going to get him back to the yellow zone, you always think to yourself, well, he can still go back to the red zone from the yellow zone. So it's not, David, out of their glass, please. Out, please. Thank you, please. Hi, silly boy. He thinks he's in trouble. You see that? Stop, please. He purposely goes across in front of me. Hackles are slightly aroused on the front, and that's another psychosomatic structure of ego-driven behavior I know dogs. I absolutely know dogs at the behavioral construct that no one in the human history knows. Watch the video, you see proof of that. I'm using 2 retractables, 3 retractables at the same time while talking to everybody, telling you what's going to go on and predicting behavior. Only because I've done it so much. So that's why I tried. That's Lincoln barking. You're okay, David. Oh, car might be coming. Hi, Sammie. Let's go over here. I think I hear a car. It's such an idyllic area. So I'm walking. Oh, there's a car. Okay. Sam, come over here, please. So I'm going to bring Sammie in. Come, Sammie. All right. So David runs away. He's scared. David ran away into the bushes, so I'm going to pull him back in. See how the car goes away? He comes back. David, come, please. See, he thinks he's in trouble. You're okay, silly boy. This is a trust issue, right? Because, you know, he was... Hi, silly boy. Okay, silly boy. Hello, silly boy. It's a trust issue because he had to be muzzled. It took me 2 hours to get into the car with him muzzled. And my little car is a little hybrid. So it took 2 hours to get him into the car. And then it's so scary. You have no idea how scary it is to have a giant dog that everyone says could kill you. And then I'm not using any treats or medication. Slow down, please. I'm not using treats or medication or anything. And so it's like that. Slow down, please. Okay. So it's one of those things where it's like, okay, how, David, slow down. David, hi, David. Hi, silly boy. David, Sammie, no, Sammie. Sammie's so funny. Sammie loves everybody. So now you see David walking over there? Because he went to not smell, right? Everyone goes, oh, okay, he's gonna go, the dog's smelling, blah, blah, blah. That's not really it. He's trying to draw back into the same line of sight where they are to see where they came from and what they were doing. Hi, silly boy. He got the same perspective as they did because our 2-dimensional field of vision processing is rhetorical and redundant. So of course, as the comparatives are gonna occur where he goes cogently, oh, wait a minute, where were they coming from? What were they doing? Because again, circumstantial behavior is environmental in the sense that if your dog, as I talk about him moving his paws, even an inch, a millimeter, it's circumstantial. It means a physiological expression of cogent structure of conclusion. I need to move around because I feel something. Oh, there's Lincoln. David starts to dilly-dally. Same with Sammie because she doesn't want, nobody wants to go home and listen to that. And Lincoln's having a temper tantrum. So there's David, retractable. See that? I didn't have to do anything. Nothing at all. Watch the whole video. The stuff I'm doing is really, really super simple. You don't learn not to use treats. Learn not to use a shock collar. A retractable. Oh my gosh, the thing that everybody complained about was very, very helpful with David, especially when he was trying to yank me down the road with him, trying to get to the other dogs. It's really that simple. So you keep things complicated, like the eggheads, because they don't know what to do. They go left, please. They don't know what to do, so then instead they just say, blah, 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 go kill your dog, because I don't understand what's going on. I don't know how to use a selfie stick just because the sun's in my eyes. David, wait, please. I can just bring Sammie in. All right, guys, have fun. I rent this old house. And look, there's Minky. Minky. Hi, Minky. So he changes his head for a different perspective of sound, right? You see, David, stop, please. So you see where Minky was turning his head back and forth? He heard his name. He moved around because the sound was being compromised by his head stuck in between the wood. So he knew there was a better auditory source by turning around. That's cogency. I figured that out just by looking at him. That's what I'm saying is I process incredibly fast, because if I don't process incredibly fast, I will be killed. So it's not as if I'm trying to show off. It just happens that I'm very fortunate that I can process what's going on and I'm still alive. I've had dogs, I've had Nero in front of me where he almost went for my throat. He's actually grabbed me by the top of the head once and made my temples bleed. All these things are easily predictable if you understand the cogency templates, the emotive templates, and all those structures of behavior at the core. Like I said, that my brothers both have IQs over 100. Wait, David, stop, please. Stop, please. No, David, wait, please. Thank you. He thought, I immediately went over to Sammie and he thought, uh-oh, something's happening. Now he's doing another aspect of pretending to go after his tail cogently to get me to be engaged with him. If I go back to Sammie, he's gonna see, he looks over there. Okay, he can lay down here. Okay, Sam, come please. See, he's afraid, he thought I was leaving. Come, Sam. Sam, come over here, please. Out of the sun. Okay, sorry. So let me just see if I can kind of twist this thing around the other way, and then I'll, like, once I get Sammie, I'll finish it off. David, silly boy. Yuck. All right, I don't know. Okay. Oops. Ah, we're falling. Okay, we're okay. So it's just showing Sammie the structures of behavior as well. If you see her, she came over to me just now. She wants to get out, obviously, but she's like, well, why is my back still turned to him? Right? So what I've done is I've taken the lead here. See, it's loose. I put my hand on my knee, and I'm going to wave my whole, oh, you can't see that. I'm going to wave my entire body on the retractable, so that way if something happens, he doesn't pull away, and if Dave does run, then I can actually pick it up right away because I still have 26 feet, and then I can press it down the brake, and it stops it right away. So I'm going to let Sammie out here. So Sammie came over because I had my back turned to her, and she's wondering, well, why is he still got his back turned to me? Oh, maybe he's looking at something. Maybe he wants me to come over. So she came over to inspect, because for her, I always pick her up on the other place over there. On top of it, coming over here, the staircase is literally where the camera is on. So for her, it makes no sense to walk over here. Circumstantially, she would have to be doing an entirely different behavior to make that cogency bridge itself. So here we go here, get Sammie out. Hi, silly girl, you're okay. So I'm gonna bring up her carefully. Now with her, I'm gonna put my hand underneath her stomach, like this, underneath her rib cage, like a shovel, so it doesn't poke into her body, right? Because then you can create some organ damage otherwise. And now I'm gonna pick her up, and hi, Sammie, hi, silly girl. Let her know when I stand up, I'm gonna say her name so she knows that I'm doing something. Hi, David, and let David know. Okay, go, Sam. Okay, all right. So there he is, there she is. It's extremely exhausting. But you know, these big guys are the first ones to be killed. So let me do my here's my car covered in mold and moss and everything. Blah, blah, blah. So like these big guys are the first ones to be killed no matter what. Always, always, always. So it's a really difficult thing, right? We see that happening all the time. I still have them on retractable. I'm still conscious, right? I'm going to do the interruption because I'm telling you when I'm thinking it as well. Just like you're talking to somebody, you got a million thoughts going in your head as you're talking to them, right? Same thing here. I'm talking to you, but I'm like, okay, wait, I still have this part, and I'm still thinking of it again. And I purposely put it in an uncomfortable position where it's almost at the edge to fall out. I don't put it here because then I just rest on it. Then I forget about it. I become complacent. I forget being consistent. So if I put it over here, it puts me at the forefront of the thought, right? The process of consciousness and learning. So it puts me at the forefront of the thought. If I put it here, I can still kind of do with it. But if I put it here, in my head is, oh, it might slip through because that's the direction it's supposed to, right? So I'm going to consciously think about that. That's why I'm always reminded, and that's why I'm spending a lot more time, because now I'm physically aware of it, just like the dogs do when they move the paws psychosomatically. See, here's the thing, is that there's got to be a construct of academia or a syllabus where it is about the evolutional structure, era milestones of consciousness through evolution. So the Dark Ages, for example, were full of murderous kind of people, but the reality is it's the psychology, the consciousness level of sophistication at that time. Do people think about that? Is that a Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure? That's the structure of consciousness. Watch this video again, like I said, wherever you came into it, watch this video again, and you will see I am literally doing what no one in the world is doing, because nobody believes it happens and works. Retractable, everything. See, I'm still here. I'm always touching it now because now I've become more complacent with it, my position, so I then make another conscious behavior to move my hand around deliberately. It also allows David to go, oh, okay, I got to pay attention as well. This retractable is a mechanically superior device than any laid line you will ever get in your life. It's perfect for tracking and all that stuff because the dog has the lateral movements to go wherever they want, even the vertical movements wherever they want because of the 26 feet. But you got to practice, 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 practice. And I started right off the bat with the retractable because my beloved Lincoln, not this one, but another, my first one, you know, he came, his family had surrendered him. He was quite dangerous, 154 pounds. That was trial by fire. And I tried the treat training crap and all that stuff. And then I started talking to Elaine Dixon, who's the founder of the Great Dane Rescue. It's New Hope for Danes, the oldest Great Dane Rescue in Canada. She's established in 1982. And she said to me, well, what do you think is going on? And she kind of had that hint. And I said to her, oh, well, this is this and this. And then I went, you know, it's kind of like with children, but I'm going to kind of do it this way. She goes, okay, go ahead and try it. And eventually she said, you just get into this. And thank goodness, because I would have been wasting a 200 range IQ on absolutely like nothing. I started a transport business that years ago when I was married. And within, you know, 2 years, I was doing $60,000 a month in revenue because I had expanded out like crazy. And then I did enclosed transport, and I was an authorized transporter for Bugatti. And I moved around there, Bugatti Veyron Super Sport Sang Noir, valued at $3.8 million. So all these things have been kind of like, could have been a waste. And instead of money, I get the opportunity to teach people and show people the reality of what everything they've learned from Dr. Richter and Dr. Ian Dunbar and Temple Grandin and all that stuff is wrong. I just proved it again and again in every single video. See, again, I'm holding this here now because now it becomes I've created an actual construct of the template now. It's no longer just a template of like, you know, but it's an actual construct where I have now a conscious subroutine of going on in my head. Just like when I work the retractables, I keep this now. Now it becomes a resident software in my head. It's now here in my head because I've practiced it enough in this position. So next time when I do hold the retractable this way, in a similar circumstance, leaning against a park bench, for example, I'm going to automatically start doing this again. My theorem of consciousness of learning. That's what it is, and it's proven. I would be killed. That situation you saw with David on the way out, able to control him by the hugs. He let me hug him because he wanted to feel safe, because we as the human parents, as I talked about way back then, that we as a human, hi David, hi silly boy. Hi silly boy. We as a human parents, see I shift the tone again as I'm talking back so he understands that I'm not in conversation with him. Hi David, hi silly boy. See how I did it, hi silly boy. Hi, silly boy. Hi, Mr. David. See how he did a double take when he did that the first time, right? It's just like someone doing a spit take on a comedy. Cogently, that's the consciousness, people. You're okay, Dave. So he's bored. Hi, silly boy. So I'm going to take the cue from him now because he's been very patient. So then I make an acknowledgement for David that yes, you're right. You have a validity in what's happening, and he heard the car coming. So he heard the hi, silly boy. So now he feels nervous, right? He feels a little bit anxious. Hi, silly boy. So I'm gonna give him hi, and he came right for a hug. Hi, silly boy. Oops, there we go. Hi, silly boy. You're okay. This is an extremely dangerous dog. He's a V9 out of V10 on my scale. V10 is a dog that has attacked at least 12 people viciously, not in biting, but attacked them and sent at least a couple of people to the hospital. Attempts to kill human beings, all that stuff. That's a dog that David was. You saw him walking past those older people and he walked by. There's no treats. Consciousness is a construct. If you understand the conscious construct, then everything becomes super duper easy. Look at Sammie. Sammie's like a little Sears model, Sears portrait model, if they still existed. Mwahaha. You've ever watched a comedian, a really good comedian like Robin Williams, rest in peace? If you ever watch the way he behaves and he thinks, he takes all these structures and he creates a context to it, right? It's a conceptualization, but has an autonomy as it runs through. Subroutine is still going on in my head because I need to remember that he's right here. If I remember that, I'm always paying attention I'm paying attention to the tension on the line at all times by moving it around when I'm talking, so that I'm conscious of what's going on. So then I feel the difference in weight whenever he's normally walking at different distances when he's actually upset at something. I'm doing it in a contrived environment. I don't have to practice. I just do it. I don't have to worry about, oh, another dog's gonna walk in the way, or a car's gonna drive by, or some strange person's gonna come by walking. I just practice it here, so then I create that subroutine in my head, right? That imprint. consciousness of learning. So he pulls me back on purpose because the area of the perimeter extends beyond the lead, and he knows that. So what does David do? He purposely pulls into it. Now that he does so, he gets to go around the whole perimeter. He's all fine. He's all cool. Okay, this is great. Oh yeah, we're home. Right? There's no perimeter. So what David needed to do was prove that he was doing his job. So I'm going to pull him over here. David, come please. David. So he thinks he's in trouble. David, come please. Give me a hug. Hi, silly boy. Tail behavior. See how the tail behavior changes and shifts? Right? That tail behavior is an egocentric behavior, but it's a bit more structured in the mid-conscious, subconscious of the mind. Hi, silly boy. The behavior is different in the activities and the circumstances the dog is exposed to. Hi, silly boy. Paw positions, all that stuff. There you go, silly boy. And he's off. Stepped on my foot just now. You see the paw print on purpose. And he's back to the perimeter. David, you're okay. So that's another part that he's learning. Well, if I go to the perimeter, my dad's going to call me over. Another safety issue. David, come please. David, he heard the horn going, a trumpet or something. He got scared. Stop, please. So he turns over on purpose for me to see whether or not I'm going to protect him from the most ultimate scariness of this weird sound. See the paw position? His right leg is shaking. Right? Cogency. There he goes. See? Because I take the weight. I let him know it's okay. Hi, silly boy. You're okay. Hi, silly boy. So he just shifted his breathing pattern immediately. So psychosomatically, he made an adjustment on his emotional process. All right, so does this make sense to you guys? Hi, silly boy. If it does, please share what I'm doing. This way, dogs can learn how to be emotionally intelligent. Less dogs. There's almost 6 million dogs being killed annually. So what are you going to do? So all I'm going to do now is just leave all of my body of work out there in public, and I'm also going to start releasing some of my IP in regards to autobiological structures, etc. in that point, right? Because if I comprehend behavior in the true root, as again, this video completely vindicates and verifies and creates veracity at 100%. Giving your dog a hug is rooted in structures of dependency. Your dog relies on you because you're 500 feet bigger than them. You feed them, you do everything for them, and the day they need your help out of a really scary situation where they actually think they're gonna die, you abandon them and go, oh no, don't, I'm not gonna protect you, make you feel safe. I'm gonna kick you out of the way, make you defend yourself. And what do you get? You get a bully. There we go. Understanding this, that the structure of consciousness is what the academics are trying to do. Comprehending the root behavior, the root genesis of consciousness, the psychogenetic structure of consciousness is so simple. I show it to you guys all the time. All right, if you're having fun, let me know. If you want to share it, please do. I know I'm really kind of a jerk on purpose because I tried being so nice all the time. I got taken advantage of and all that stuff and everything. So whatever. I don't mind giving people free phone sessions sometimes. You know, I had a couple of people who are quite professional, and I said to them, you know, I want to give you full disclosure that I'm this kind of person, and this is and I will not stand for stuff. And so I knew they weren't going to continue the session, but I still spent an hour with her and explained everything. I just, you know, it doesn't matter to me. And that happened several times yesterday, and it happened today. So it doesn't matter. I have somebody who, anyways, who needs desperate help. So I've said to them, I'm going to help you. Like all my sessions are, I'm just going to squat down. I'm so tired. All my sessions. So I do a 2-hour private session. It's $230 plus GST. Or else if you're doing it over video, then it's a bit cheaper, obviously, $165 plus GST, and then I do US as well, obviously, because it's video. So what I normally do, either the private or the video, is I arrange with the parents 1 to 2 hour pre-session conversation. Okay, so we do that and go, oh, this is who I am, this is what I do, this is what I think of your dog. And then they are telling me as well at the same time. We're going back and forth, and then I say, okay, and I start creating a contextual conflation, right? I put everything all together, all these little pieces like a snowball, put it all together into a nice, beautiful formation. Hi, David. Hi, silly boy. Hi, silly boy. You're okay. You're okay. Hi, David. See, he's at the extension of the lead. I better get going in. Come on, Sam, let's go. So I'm trying to keep it in. So it's the 2 hours aspect of it. Hi, Sam. Hi, silly girl. Let's go, David. So it's 1 to 2 hours. We talk about everything, and then the session is 2 hours long. I'll just put Sammie up here first. Hi, silly girl. There's Sam. Okay, wait a second. There you go, Sammie. And let her in. There you go, Sam. So it's a 2-hour session. A pre-consult, then 2 hours at the session, and then afterwards I booked that part of spending another hour to 2 hours, 1 to 2 weeks after the session. If it's a video session, then it's 1 to 2 hour video session, as long whatever it takes, and that's all for one fee. And then I also provide after the session, 6 months, 5 years down the road. If you have an issue, just text or email me and I'll tell you what to do. Always do maintenance though. Yeah, you see that? I'm doing all this maintenance even then. I have it here. See where the position is? I wasn't even thinking about it. It's where it is as I had downstairs, down there. And David's leaning up against me. It's consciousness, right? I just subroutine our brain. That's how we learn. And we contextualize, just like consciousness, false positive, blah, blah, blah. So I do all of that because I really believe, that's important that we really help as opposed to profiting like the bad people in this world. All right, thanks a lot. Bye-bye.